Hey everyone, this is Danny Urbina, Health Insurance Specialist, and today we're going to be talking about short-term policies. What is a short-term policy? How do they work? And how can that benefit me and my family? So short-term policies were originally made for gap insurances, okay? So people looking to switching jobs, losing jobs in the middle of the year, or looking to get on a Medicare in the next few months. With the high prices of the marketplace plans, the high deductibles increasing every single year, people have been looking for alternative solutions to those marketplace plans, and short-term policies have worked for a lot of people. Now again, it's a 3-month short-term policy, and it would cover things like doctor visits, prescription drugs, if you had a surgery, an illness, or a major hospitalization, those things would go towards the deductible. It's not great for everything, but for sicknesses, accident, diseases, these seem to be a relatively good option. Now, what's changed in 2018 and 2019 is you no longer have to be stuck in a 3-month short-term plan. These renewals were a pain in the butt to consumers to renew 4 times a year. So now you can have a short-term policy for a full 365 days. So you can buy a plan in January and not have to worry about it all the way to December. Now, these plans are about half the price of the marketplace. They have larger networks, they're PPOs, so you can go see more doctors and more hospitals. And on top of that, they have lower deductible options. So for healthy people, these have been known as a good alternative option to the ACA. So if short-term plans are about half the price of the ACA, if they have lower deductibles and better networks, why isn't everyone hopping onto a short-term policy? Well, there's some limitations still to short-term plans. One of the biggest ones is pre-existing conditions. Short-term plans do not cover any pre-existing conditions. They cover new incidents. Another thing is, depending on the term you have on your short-term policy, you may not renew if something happens during that term. So for example, let's say you have a 6-month short-term plan, okay? And something happens in that, let's say you have a heart attack during that 6-month short-term plan. The next time it's time to renew the policy, 2 things are going to happen. You're not going to be able to renew the policy because you had something happen during that term, or 2, it wouldn't be covered on the next policy. It's a brand new plan, so you have to start from scratch. So now that incident I had in the term is now considered pre-existing. So if I have something happen on the new term on the second 6 months, it could potentially be declined for a pre-existing condition, okay? So again, you can potentially get kicked off a short-term policy depending how long it lasts. Mental health and maternity, 2 big things that benefits aren't paid for on short-term plans. So if you're looking to start a new family, to have kids, for mental health, these things would be like cash pay pretty much. They're not going to go towards your deductible, you get no benefits from it. So if these things are important to you, a short-term policy is not going to be recommended. Now, short-term policies also have caps on the kind of coverage and lifetime maximums. Sometimes of $500,000 for a term, maybe $1 million, $2 million. Okay, depends the plan, depends the state. Now, $1 million for health insurance sounds like a lot, but guys, cancer diagnoses, illness, infections, months in the hospital can easily rack up over $1 million in claims. So, I mean, if you have a $1 million cap on your short-term plan, anything else is out of pocket, that's on you. So you want to make sure if you do buy a short-term plan, you can get the highest cap you can, preferably $5 million if possible. But again, it just kind of depends your budget, what you're looking for, and where you are right now. So again, if you're relatively healthy, if you don't have any pre-existing conditions, if you're looking for a cheaper solution to the marketplace, and maternity and pregnancy and mental health are not very important to you, short-term plans may be a better option. Okay? If you have any more questions about health insurance and short-term plans and you want to go into more detail, ask Danny. You can reach me on my Facebook, my Instagram, and my YouTube pages, and leave a comment down below to see what you want to talk about next.